Check the playback. Make sure the sound's working properly and that. What's going on? What's going on, people? Testing. Testing. Alright, it works. Come in, people. Come in. Alright, boom. Obviously, the topic of today is the lengths women then will go to for validation and attention and that. But obviously, as man always does, starts off with other topics and that. And then 45 minutes to an hour in, then I get into the main meat and the main talking point of the live stream and that. Yeah, I got a DM from one of my subscribers and I don't even know who the person is. I've never really seen them comment on that. If they have, I've missed it. Their name didn't really stand out to me. Man, like those are they listening, yeah? This is not a fresh trim, you know. What happened was, blood, man got a afro comb for the first time in like, boy, 10 years or something, innit? So obviously man's getting old now, innit? Gonna be 30 next month, 21st of September. Put that down in your ass clock calendar. But anyway, obviously man's hair starting to thin on the top. You would never know. But if I was to get like a level 1, 1.5, 2, something that's low, I can see the center of my hair and that, like it's starting to thin a little bit. So that's why man grow it out and that. But obviously, as you know, black man, we got curly hair and that. So our hair shrinks and that, especially when we wash it or when we go sleep and that, it gets compressed and that. So anyway, man bought an afro comb and I used it like for the first time in like 10 years. And obviously when I go barbers, the barber will use afro comb, but I personally bought one the other day and a man combed up my hair. My hair was so high, I was like, blood, I can't even jump on a live stream like this. Man's coming like fucking one of them troll dolls. You know, like a black version of Guile from Ross Clark, Street Fighter, or that black cute from Hey Arnold. I was like, I can't even jump on a live stream like that. So I was just there for a good 2 minutes, just patting it down. You get me? Man, I can't be coming on live stream looking like a black troll doll or Guile from Street Fighter or Ross Clark, that black cute from Hey Arnold and that. But anyway, what's going on, Dulce David, man? Long time. Anyway, what was I saying? I think one of the live, one of my subscribers and that watched my team for a little while now. I'm not too familiar with who he was. I don't really remember seeing him in the comment section or nothing like that. Anyway, he's hit man up and he said that respect for the videos and that helped him turn his life around and that. But one thing that made me sad to hear, and obviously it's not the end of the world and that. But it's a man that's in his mid-20s and he has no qualifications, no skill. All right, he has A levels and that, but that's just to get your foot in the door. Like, it's sad to hear a man, and like I said, it's not the be-all and end-all. At the end of the day, the man's got no kids and he lives at home, so he's got no man's responsibilities in that. So the world is in it. Yeah, but it's kind of sad to hear a man's just got A levels and that, and he don't know where he's at in life, innit? So my advice to anyone here that don't have any skills or education, that you need to get yourself a skill, you need to get yourself an education. And whilst you're trying to get your skill, get your education, and that, so skill means, I don't know, be electrician, plumber, mechanic, or education means be electronic engineer, or get some sort of degree in that. Do something else on the side. If you have to become an Amazon driver, if you've got a car license in it, do that on the side. If you have to do some little night shift job, do that, fam. Do that, blood. But yeah, it's kind of sad. I was kind of a bit sad hearing that, man. But again, a man's 25, 26 years old. It's not the end of the world and that. But I feel like a man's wasted a good 6 years of his life. But this is a lot of man, you know. I know a lot of man right now, man who's touching 30, if not 30, throughout their 20s, they've just been doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, hoping that something pops. Blood, nothing is gonna pop, fam. The only thing that's gonna pop, blood, is if you get yourself a skill education and you try and do something else on the side. Don't think you're gonna be that 1 or 2%, 5% of man that just get lucky in that. You're not gonna get lucky. You need to work hard, man. You need to strategize and have a plan, have an education and a skill behind you. I could get flipping sent to another country. I'm an electrician, blood. I can go to any country as long as the country's got an electrical supply, which is every last country on this planet, except maybe Papua New Guinea or the Sentinel Island. As long as there's an electrical supply to the country and that, I can find a job. They don't always need people to you get me, do these little meaningless jobs and that shows in Asda and that. You know what I'm saying? And them jobs there, yeah, you're expendable in that. At my workplace, they need me more, I need them, you know. They can't just find a man just like me, just like that, you know. That's why when there's a team of, I think there was like a team of 7 of us, me and another guy, the ones that get kept on. They got rid of a bunch of white men, you know, and kept me on. And don't get twisted, man, I don't pull a race card or nothing like that, but man's just trying to show you lot as well. Even when quote unquote the odds are stacked up against you, even when you're the only black man in the workplace, you're pretty much the last man standing. If you got a skill and you bring value to the workplace and that, the people then don't care about your color. They don't business about your color. They care about what you bring to the workplace and that. As long as you turn up to work on time and you're good at your job and that, and you have a good positive attitude, you don't business about the color of your skin, blood. Get yourself a skill, get yourself an education. You go any country in the world, man, you'd be nice, blood. I could go Luxembourg tomorrow, find myself a job. I'm cool doing electrical work over there, no problem, fam. I go America, go Mexico, wherever, man. But yeah, man, them stop trying to wing it. Stop trying to wing it. There's plenty of man right now who, when they were 17 years old, 16, 17 years old, when they was in college, they did start the electrical course or the plumbing course or the whatever mechanic course and that. But you know what? Not really feeling it, you know. Yeah, I failed one of the exams and that. I missed a couple of days because I'm sick. I was sick, you know, bunny. I'll try something else, innit? I'll try something. I know a couple man that finished the course and they didn't get an apprenticeship. So if they can't get one, I can't get one. I'm a black man. I'm from this area, innit? Yeah, I'm fucked. Nah, fam. Let me see this. Man say I'm trying to learn a skill of ethical hacking on the side, something on cybersecurity. Yeah, blood, do that, fam. Just make sure you got your bread and butter patterned in it. Yeah. So me, my bread and butter is being an electrician. No one can take that away from me. Yeah. Unless this is the Men in Black where man can erase my memory with just a flash of some little device and that. I'ma always be an electrician. I always know how to be an electrician. Yeah. Make sure you got your bread and butter pattern. Then try other things on the side. Don't drop out your education or your skill and that to become some Bitcoin. Everyone's got this on the side of their Ross Clark Instagram profile as well, isn't it? Yeah, crypto king, crypto god, Bitcoin fool, and all kind of nonsense like that. Blood. Have your main source of income. Have your legit certified main source of income under lock and key, and then go and try out these little businesses on the side and that. A lot of men get the word entrepreneur mixed up with being lazy. There's a lot of people out here, they consider themselves, oh yeah, I want to be an entrepreneur, I'm my own boss. No, you're actually lazy. You're actually lazy. You want to be an entrepreneur, not because, or obviously it pays more, and obviously because it pays more, but you want to be an entrepreneur so you don't have no one telling you what to do, because you don't want to have to be able to, you don't want to have to get up and have to be at a workplace at 8 a.m. and answer to someone. You want to be at a workplace at 8 a.m. when you feel like it. You want to work hours you want to feel like working. Everyone thinks owning your own business means, yeah, just look hard grind for a year or 6 months and that. And the next thing you know, you're on a hammock in one of the Caribbean islands swinging, relaxing and that, drinking pineapple juice. No, fam. Nah, man, it don't go that way, man. made that video. I'm sure I released it anyway. Yeah, I did, because a couple of people commented on it, and I was talking about the guy that is a window cleaner and that. And some people will say, "Oh yeah, man, it's good that a man's a window cleaner," but there's a deeper meaning behind it. Why is a man a window cleaner? The man's a window cleaner because he couldn't be bothered to get himself a skill or an education. If he had a skill, name me one electrician or plumber or someone with an accounting degree or finance degree or business degree. You know, it probably is that one person. But anyway, name me someone with a real skill education that decided to drop it out and get a job as a window cleaner. The man's a window cleaner because he has no qualification, because he couldn't be bothered to go to uni or go to college and stick at something. That's why a man's a window cleaner, bro. Yeah. Man just like the title of being an entrepreneur and that because it sounds cool. Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a boss, man. You get me? What is it? I pave out my own destiny, whatever they call it and that. No, you're lazy, blood. You're lazy, man. Man would rather just coast along and, yeah, I'm just working on this music thing. Yeah, I'm just doing music and that. I'm just doing music and that. Rather than getting themselves a skill or trade, hoping that their music thing pops. Why don't you get yourself a skill or trade and do the music thing on the side? Just laziness, man. But yeah, talking about studies and college. To be fair, I did drop out of college as well when I was 18 and that. Got myself mixed up in like a madness on the street and that. And I was doing my level 3. I sat one of my exams and that, and I thought that I failed the exam. I actually passed it, but man dropped out of college, innit? It's only true say man got an apprenticeship why I actually resumed my college course. Oh, shit. It's only true say man got the apprenticeship after I come out of jail and that I resumed my college course, find out that I actually passed that actual exam, and I just continue with it. But yeah, I put my hands up. I was a local college dropout as well. But you know what? I decided to go back to it. And look now, got this property here, got one around the corner. I'm in the process of buying my third one. Within the next 4 weeks, I should complete. I have a next set of keys, so they're called 1-bed flat in a different part of Northampton. Even I slightly didn't finish my electronic engineering thing. So you got the bachelor's degree, which is like a level 6. Yeah. So you might go college, do your A levels and that, and then you know, whatever in it. You're like, I think the A2 is like the equivalent of a level 3 and that. Once you got that, then you can go to uni. So if we say like the A2 A levels is a level 3, a bachelor's degree is like a level 6. But if you don't complete a bachelor's, you get a diploma. So basically, you get this thing called a HNC. That's what I got in electronic engineering. So if you start a uni degree, let's say, for example, you start accounting or electronic engineering. If you complete the first year and then you go on to the second year, but you don't complete that and you drop out, you get the HNC, which is a level 4. If you complete the first year, complete the second year, but start the last year, which is the bachelor's degree. If you drop out of that, you get a HND, which is a level 5. And then obviously, if you complete the first year, the second year, and the third year, you get your bachelor's, which is a level 6. So man's got a HNC in electronic engineering. I didn't not complete the HND, I just didn't do it. So man paid the money for the HNC, I think it was like 4,500 or whatever. And then I didn't go back and start the HND. So I can't really call myself a dropout, but I didn't complete what I started. But I finished the level that I was at. I didn't really see any point in going any further with the electronic engineering. You know, man's got the qualification. I still ain't used it as a job. But one good thing came from it. I started a vending machine business whilst I was there. And if I didn't start that vending machine business whilst I was there, I wouldn't have had like the confidence to say, okay, boom, I'm a self-employed electrician. I'm gonna quit my job in January of 2017. But what I'm gonna do first is, because I'm gonna be self-employed, so I need to have 2 years worth of income to show the mortgage companies and that the mortgage lenders that I'm eligible and I can meet affordability to borrow and buy a property and that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my PAYE status because I was working for Homes for Haringey. I'm going to use my PAYE status to buy a property. So if I never went to uni and studied the HNC electronic engineering and started a vending machine business, which failed in the future, I would have never have bought this property, you know. You lot would have even, they wouldn't have been a JYs, bro. Because my path in life would have went somewhere else. You never know, I could be a millionaire by now, innit? Could have been, but more than likely not. But this property wouldn't exist in that. So sometimes it's good to start, sometimes it's good to try new things in that. You never know where the road's gonna take you. But if you don't try new things, you don't step out your comfort zone, you be lazy and that, man. You can be living at your mum's yard till you're 40 years old with just some A levels and that, working a low paying job. And chatting to the guy, and he's telling me, yeah, fam, you get me, he's got a low paying job and that. But he's living at home and he's living rent free and that. He's not even in no credit card debt and that. The reason why he ain't got no money saved, because he say he ain't got no savings. The reason why he got no savings is because he just spends and squanders his money. Man needs to stop spending money, man. Stop wasting money, fam. Man spend money like it's their last day on the planet. Man spend money like it's going out of fashion. This is why gal are broke. Most gal that you see, they got no money. Most gal you know, telling you they're living on a breadline, paycheck to paycheck. Man them as well. Man them as well, man. And when man get a little bit of money, then they start splashing out and that. Yeah, business is going good. Yeah. Get a little income, little extra money and that. But you want to start spending it instead of saving it or investing it. I've been renting out my property that I got around the corner since February. And some of the tenants are leaving on the 17th of this month. So I have to give back their deposits and that. But even after I've given back their deposits, I've profited about 3,200, about, let's call it £3,000 minimum. I've profited £3,000 over the last 6 months from this property. I'm only taking in 800 a month, you know. So it's not like I'm taking in £2,000 a month. I'm only taking in £800 a month, and I've already profited £3,000 over a property. That's just, get me, it's just there, innit? I don't need to maintain it or nothing like that. Most people, if they've got some sort of other income coming in, the first thing they're gonna do, bam, start leasing a car. No. And I'm glad I didn't, because you know what? Soon I'm gonna be tight for money, you know. And for this new property, I'm gonna have to put down about 3,700 in stamp duty tax. So when you buy a property and that, if it's not your first property, if your second property, once it's over a certain amount, or I think it's just anything within like 0 to 125,000, there's a certain threshold, certain tax bracket and that. Whatever in it, you have to start paying tax on all properties that are your additional properties and that. This property is going to be worth 125,000, so I have to put down, I have to pay like 3,700 in stamp duty tax and that. I ain't got that much money, you know, at the moment. Once I put down the deposit and that, good thing I've got this extra £3,000 lying around. Now, if I was some idiot that just gets a bit gung-ho and excited, oh yeah, I'm getting an extra £500 profit per month and that, yeah, what I'm gonna do is start leasing a car and that, you think I'll have that extra money put down for stamp duty tax? Although it's a fucking rip-off. Nah, fam. All right, let me see. So yeah, man, save your money, man. Just because you get a little bit of extra income and that, don't get gas, man. Don't start spending money in that. The car thing's not even worth it, blood. Man, looking at cars and that. I'm looking at Mercedes and that, and they're all trying to tell a man £400-500. This is on the internet and that. £400-500 what to lease a C-class Mercedes? No. I don't go out enough to be driving a car like that. That car there's just going to be sitting on the side of the road. Forget that, man. Let them lower the prices of the cars, then, and then I might reconsider, or I need to be making a lot more money for me to reconsider. Plus, listen, soon I'm gonna be having a child, you know. So I ain't saying my girl's pregnant right now, but what I'm saying is man's preparing and that. And you know what? That £500, £400 could be going towards them. There's a lot of selfish parents out here. They'll be driving a nice car, yeah, Range Rover, Mercedes and that, but their kids is mediocre in school. No, Forget about the car, and you should be using that money to put your kids through private tuition, not private school, because the prices is mad. You do that if you want, but you should be spending an extra 100, £200 a month on your kids' private tuition and that. You got the money to lease a nice car and that. Forget the car, man. Flipping invest in your children, man. What do you think is better? House flipping, buy, renovate, sell, or buy to let, buy, renovate, rent. Me, I'm more in the mind frame right now of doing buy, renovate, and rent because I want my properties to go up in value over the years and that, and then I can borrow against them. If you buy, renovate, and sell, which is good, which is cool, you know, you have to pay like capital gains tax and that. I mean, it's still good and that, but me, I'm gonna hold on to my properties and that because yeah, it's all well and good buying a property, renovating it, selling it. Yeah, you've got a lump of money in that. What are you gonna do with that money? You're gonna sit on it. You're gonna buy more properties, or you're gonna go and spend it and that. Me, I'm trying to build up passive income. That's going to be my retirement and that. You can't retire on a lump sum of money. Trust me. Some people think, yeah, like, oh, if they were 65 years old and they retired and they got 100 grand, oh, that's enough money to last them until they're dead. Yeah, if you're going to die in 2 years' time, trust me, 100 grand is not a lot of money, you know. You could go through 2 grand a month, you know. So think about it this way, yeah. Imagine, yeah, you retired at 65. I think the age is 67 now. We'll call it 65, innit? If you retired at 65 and they gave you 100 grand, you'd think, yeah, man's balling and that. Not really, though. Your outgoings could be 2 grand a month. That means you can only live for 50 months on that money, you know. And then what's that? 50 months on that money, that's about what? 4 years. That's not that much. Yeah. 100 grand is not that much. Yeah. So all of this, yeah, wanting to have a lump sum of money, that's not really that good, you know, dog. Yeah, you want to be in a position where you got passive income, monthly income, certified, not just a lump sum of money that you know you need to just be able to ration out. And so me, I want to buy, renovate, and rent. But you see, this next property that I get, I'm not even gonna renovate it. I'm not gonna renovate it. I think I kind of learnt my lesson with the property that I just my only rental that I got around the corner. Man put in so much hard effort, hard grind into renovating that property. It wasn't even worth it. Got these fucking dirty tenants in. They live dirty and that. I renovated the property. The property was spotless. You could have ate your food off the floor, just like my yard. I went in there after 2-3 weeks of them renting the property. It looked like they've been living there for 2 years, blood. I wasted my fucking time. I wasted my time renovating that property. Now they ain't damaged nothing. They better not have damaged nothing. I go there all the time. I was even there last night. They ain't damaged nothing, but still, I feel like they devalued the property. My tenants them are leaving by the 17th of September, and so next month, the 17th of September, 4 days before my birthday, and it makes you like remembering it. It makes you look put in the comment section happy birthday and that. They're leaving on the 17th of September. Both of them have to go. I'm not letting them, man. I told them already. With you lot living here, I cannot rent this property out to no one else. If one of you lot goes and there's another room that's empty, I cannot invite no one in to come and view this property. It's too dirty. They'll be turned off. So if one of you goes, both of you go. The man, they live too dirty. How can someone be living at the property for 2-3 weeks and look like they've been living there for 2-3 years? On my mum's life. On my mum's life. So with this next property I get, if I do any work, I don't really call painting the walls or anything renovating. If I do any work, it's gonna be the bare minimum. I'm not tiling the floor or nothing like that unless it really needs to be done. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. The next property I renovate is a property that needs it. Because you're just gonna get some dirty people in there and they're just not gonna look after the property. Nah, man, they're not gonna live clean, man. I mean, that did piss me off still. Look, I mean, I got OCD and that. Like, put it this way: when I go to the yard, I told them already, no trainers upstairs and that. But the carpet is still so dirty that when I go in there, I never take my trainers off. I've been in that property like 10 times since they've been there. I never take my trainers off, you know. I put on shoe covers. put on shoe covers. I never walk in there with my. I'll never take my trainers off in there. It's too dirty. Too dirty for my liking. And one of them, you walk around for 10 minutes and that, and then you look at the bottom of the sole of your foot and it's black. So nah, man, I waste my flipping time renovating that property for them to go in there and live dirty and that. Them man they are Indian, them man they're from India and that, and their English is okay and that, but I had to break it down to them. I pulled out a £10 note and I said to them, when you lot first got this property after I renovated it, because you lot are the first people here, the property was worth £10. I then backed out a £5 note. I said to him, now the property is worth £5. You lot live so dirty, you have devalued the property. I'm business. They can take offense to it. And I'm business. Take offense to it, you don't like it. There's the door, brother. Keep it moving, fam. Since we're talking about properties and shit, let me show you this video, yeah? So I made a video today. You lot ain't gonna see it for a very long time. I man got videos booked up for the rest of the year anyway. But I was talking about what do you call it? Tenancy agreements and that. And I think tenancy agreements really and truly, they don't mean anything, man. They're as worthless as the paper it's written on.
The fuck off my property now. Get off. Leave. Prick. Do you think I'm not serious? No.
Why is it not? Right. Well, let me know, you lot, it's in the chat, yeah, if that was echoing, innit? Although it's not, I'm not gonna be playing it for long anyway, but one second, yeah, hold on. No, you lot, it's in the chat.
Do you think I'm not serious? No.
Anyway, let me just quickly say this quickly, innit? Yeah, boom. So, how do I enlarge myself? Boom. So, respect for that. So basically, I made this video today because yesterday I went to go and meet one girl that I'm gonna give the room to for 1 month quickly, and then she's gonna keep it moving, innit? So anyway, boom. I had the tenancy agreement here, yeah. And obviously, I was gonna take it to her and get her to sign the tenancy agreement only for a month. And I thought about doing this video about, is it even worth doing a tenancy agreement? Is it really worth it? Does it? What purpose does it really serve a tenancy agreement and that? So boom, I was supposed to meet her down in that Northampton town centre and that, and she said, yeah, she's available and that. So I got in my car and I phoned her and I thought, oh, let me just double check that she's got the money in that, because I'm not giving the girl no tenancy agreement. I'm not getting her to sign it if she ain't got the P's. She needs to give me 1 month's rent and the same value as a deposit up front before she signs the agreement and that. So I phoned her, she said she ain't got the money in it. So I said, forget it then, yeah, I'll come check you next week when you got the money. She's like, all right, cool. So anyway, that was yesterday. Today, I thought, you know, let me make this video about my thoughts on the tenancy agreements and that. I think the tenancy agreement is pretty much bullshit, to be fair, you know, because you can make someone sign on the Ross Clark dotted line, yeah? We live in England, blood. We live in a country where people can say, you know what, I'm not paying no rent. And the landlord can't really do nothing about it unless you want to take matters into your own hands and get yourself thrown in a jail, you know. The tenancy agreement is bullshit. Everyone that you've seen on those programs there, nightmare tenants, slum landlords and that, who don't pay rent, all of them, when they were signing up for that property, when they was getting the keys and that, oh yes, Mr. Estate Agent, oh yes, Mr. Landlord, I will pay rent. I'll pay rent on time, every time and that. Everyone signed on the dotted line. Everyone that's got the keys to any property and that, for as a tenant, a sign on the dotted line, whether it's a private landlord, whether it's the council, everyone is signed to say that they're going to pay the rent on time every month, but they all don't. All the people then that stop paying rent and that's taking a piss, they all sign. So what's the point of a tenancy agreement? I only do it to make myself look professional. Because, bro, man, don't change my accent, you know. Man, don't start talking prim and proper and posh and that. So when I meet people, they might think of some dodgy business or something like that, or some drug dealer trying to launder money and that. I just create this to make them feel comfortable. My tenancy agreement is, blood, if you fail to pay the rent, I'll serve you a notice, you have to leave. Yeah? That's my tenancy agreement. I stick it on them. All this, man, don't need to do no credit check, blood. I am the credit check. I'm the credit check. I have people phone me up. Oh, can you would you accept a was it a guarantor on that? No, I ain't accepting no guarantor. You're not moving into my place if you're not going to be the person who is going to be paying the rent, yeah, all the time. I don't want no one in my yard that may have to rely on someone else to pay their rent, to pay their way. That's like me going for a job interview and I'm saying to my future employer, my possible employer, if I can't make it into work, do you mind if my dad comes in to fill my spot for a couple of days, innit? Because sometimes man have a hangover from the weekend and that. No, they're going to expect you to turn up to work and do your job. So I expect you, the tenant who's in my yard, to pay the rent. Yeah, not your mum, not your uncle, not your auntie, you. So, nah, fam. Everybody has paid the rent, blood. Not one person has not paid the rent, blood. I'm not saying that I can't come across a tenant that will refuse to pay the rent. I'm not saying that's possible. Anything's possible. But so far, man's had I used to rent this place out for like 2 years and that. So in 2 years, how many months is that? That's 24 months. And I always had 2 people in there, innit? So times that by 2, that's like 48 months, innit? I've been in the renting game for about 48 months. I've had no one not pay rent, blood. Everyone's paid rent, fam. Everyone, blood. Everyone. But anyway, let me get to the video quickly, innit? So anyway, let me just get to the video.
Fuck off. Get the fuck off my property now. Get off. Leave. Go on. Leave. Get him out of my way or I swear to God I'm going to fucking lever him.
Right, Dean.
You're going to cause shit here. You're going to get a guy hurt here. Yeah, you are.
Dean.
I'm not serious, you fucking stupid prick.
Dean.
Do you think I'm not serious? No. Fuck off. No. Get off my land. Get the fuck away. Get off. Get the fuck off. Go. Go on, prick. Go on. That's it. Fuck off. Yeah, my land. Yeah. What? No, now you're on, are you? No, fuck you. I know the law. Go on, fuck you. Go on. Kiss my white ass, you prick. Fuck off.
Tough nut.
Yeah, I'm tough. No, you're out of your fucking mind. Taking a fucking rich fucking cripple.
For him to stoop low and start making, you know, personal comments about how I walk. And fortunately, you know, I battled an aggressive disease. At least I can walk, you know, I didn't think I'd be able to walk.
What are you going to do, plastic man? You're going to do nothing. You're going to listen. I'm going to see you in court. You're going to pay me a very handsome fine of money. Because your wallet is not above the law. Yeah? You're really pretty thick, aren't you? And a bully. You bully people around here. I know the law better than you prick. You try to come in my house again, I'm prepared for you, dickhead.
What started as a simple dispute over late rent has spiralled into an ugly standoff.
Can you not, Paul? You won't be able to live with yourself when I finish with you. Go on, Paul. Piss off. Paul, really?
I just want to give you this. I just want to give you this.
I'm giving you a warning. You come anywhere near me, I'm going to snap your fucking neck. Give it him, I'll talk to him. Do not push me, because you will never see the light of day, really.
All I have to do is give you this, Dean.
No, give it him to give it me and I'll read it. That's all I want to do. You give it him? No, because I can't just tell me, because I want to fucking hit you.
I don't know why you're being like that.
Because you're a prick. No. Really? I'll shove that stick so far in your ass, you'll have like a human kebab, you prick.
Let me just give you this,
no,
then I can go.
No, give it to him. Go home.
Go on.
Go home, I know where you live. Hell, that play. No, here, Paul, do you want me to whack you? Because I really will. You come in, I swear to God. You want to? I'll give you enough warning. Come on, you bitch.
Just take the letter. Just take it.
No, fuck! No.
Take the letter and we're done.
You're a prick. I'm going to end you. Get him away.
Fucking madman. That legend there, that madman there, he signed on the dotted line, my brother, to say that he was going to pay rent every month on time. That's what I'm saying. These tenancy agreements are bullshit, blood. And there's people out here, they have no tenancy agreement and their tenants pay rent. So the tenancy agreement that is bullshit. We live in a country where fuck your tenancy agreement. That's what the tenants can actually say to you, and you can't do nothing. Yeah, this ain't Jamaica. Yeah, where man can do jungle justice. This ain't Poland. This ain't Iraq. Yeah, where man can take matters into his own hand to some certain degree. And that we live in a country where the tenants then can say, "Fuck your tenancy agreement." That madman there, that maniac there, he signed on the dotted line to say, "Yes, Mr. Estate Agent, I'm going to pay the rent every month on time. You won't have no problem, no trouble with me." And look how he's acting. I don't know, a year, 2 years, maybe 6 months into it. Mania. Madman. But anyway, let me get into the main talking point of this video. It's been about 35 minutes. The lengths women will go to for validation and attention. All right, where my notes? So basically, the lengths that women will go to for validation and attention, innit? Yeah. There's one thing that man found out the other day. It's a theory. Man, I heard it from one of them white man. You know, just them random white man do them podcasts in America, innit? They got all the knowledge on women, but they don't deal with women like that. They can't get women. But anyway, I don't know. I'm just guessing. Anyway, boom. So one guy said it, and I was like, Jesus Christ, you know what? Yeah, that makes sense, you know. So it's an instinctive thing. Like it's like not hereditary, but I can't remember. There's a word for it, innit? You know, like it's not a subconscious thing. It's not an instinctive thing. It's something that gets handed. Like it's like something that gets passed down through the generations, and the word's gonna come to me. But anyway, the reason why women feel like they need to be liked and accepted amongst the group and that. Put it this way, man, we don't mind if people like us, but it's not the be all and end all and that. Man, if you're a real man, you care about respect over being liked and that. You'd rather be respected and not liked than not respected but loved by everyone and that. Women, it's the other way around. As long as a woman's not being heavily disrespected or embarrassed and that, a woman would rather be seen as the lowest in the group in terms of ranking, if you want to call it that, but be in the group rather than be out of the group and that. Man, would rather be respected in the group or not be in the group at all. And baby, it's a survival thing. And basically, one guy said back in the day when we were in tribes and that, if a woman was not liked, if she wasn't accepted by the group, if the group didn't validate her, if she was kicked out of that group, i.e. the tribe, she would actually starve. Because remember, women were not the G.I. Joe bitches that they are today, some of them, no disrespect, where they think they're a boss bitch and they're on the same level as the man. Watch the viewers them go down now and they can't start getting me talking a certain way and that. Women back in the day when we were in tribes and that, they couldn't go out and hunt. They were weak, they were small, they didn't have the skills, the strength, the speed, the endurance to go out and hunt like the man them and that. So if they were kicked out of the tribe, if they weren't liked by the people there, if they weren't validated by the tribe and that, they would starve. The man them, we back in the day when we were in tribes and that, we didn't necessarily need to be a part of any tribe because we can go and hunt and kill animals on our own. So basically, it's a survival instinct. It's more of a primitive thing. I'm trying to think of the word, I just can't remember it. But that's the whole reason why women crave validation and attention. It's not just because they have low self-esteem and that. That's a part of it, but again, still can't find a word in it. But it's their instinct to want to be validated in that. They need it. They need to be validated in that. If not, back in the day, they would have starved if they were kicked out of the tribe and that. If they weren't accepted in that, they would have been kicked out of the tribe. All right. All right, so boom. So this ain't no particular order in that. So like, you got girls here wanting to do a madness, all for likes and attention on Instagram. So like, before I get into that, you ever see them pictures that girls post up on Instagram? Might delete later. Do you understand what that really means? Do you understand what might delete later actually means? It means if I don't get the likes and the comments and the validation that I feel that this picture is worth, I'm going to delete it. So for example, and the gal then probably do it by ratio as well. So if they got 10,000 followers and that, they at least need to be like have at least 1,000 likes on that photo. If they don't get below, if they don't meet the 10% ratio or whatever, then they will delete that picture and that. Stupidness, man. Might delete later means if I don't get the likes and attention or the validation that I believe this photo is with this photo requires, and I'm gonna delete it. Or do you know what? They'll delete that. You know what they'll do? They'll post up a picture in a week or a few days' time, wearing less and less and less to get the validation that they require. Validation for the gallum is like kryptonite, blood. You got girls on Instagram jumping on Swarms' live stream, all for validation, all to increase their following and that. Because the more followers they get, the more they climb the social ladder and that, the better they feel. Let me start deleting this stuff. Talking about climbing up the social ladder and that. Do you know why, in my opinion, do you know why guys like Drake and all these celebrities and that get gallem and that, and they get the nicest girls and that? All girls are trying to climb the totem pole. They don't give a fuck about these, man. They don't care about what my man's dick game is, no homo, whatever. They don't give a damn about Drake and that. If Drake was fucking Joseph that works at the gym, you think you had girls hitting him up like that if he looked exactly the same? No. The girls want Drake. They want all these celebrities and that because they want to use them for clout. They want to climb up the social hierarchy because, like I said, back in the days when they were in, the people then was in the tribe and that, the more people like them, the better their chances were for survival and that. So the more people validate you and that because you're Drake's girlfriend or Tupac's girlfriend or whoever this person girlfriend and that, the higher the social hierarchy you're gonna climb, the higher your social status will be. That's why the girls go for the celebrities and that. They think it's because, oh, you know, it's because he's so good looking and that. It ain't because of that. It ain't because of that. One reason why. So actually, yeah. So that's one reason, because obviously they want clout and that. Get me? They want to steal the clout off of whoever the celebrity's name is and that. But another one as well. Another reason why the gal want to date these celebrities and that. It's a competition thing. All women are out here to compete against other women. On my life, all women are out here to compete against other women. I know one of my brethren was dealing with a gal. My brethren was dealing with one dark-skinned girl, yeah? Boom. Just so, not. I don't want no one cut up this video and say, Jay, say this about dark-skinned gal, innit? I know what people are liking it, but my brethren was dealing with one dark-skinned gal. And there was a light-skinned girl. So my brother was dealing with a dark-skinned gal, and this dark-skinned gal had a light-skinned brethren. I think she was actually mixed race. Tell her that she was mixed race. So this black girl that my brethren was chatting to, dealing with, she had a mixed race brethren. And the girl that my brethren was chatting to, the black girl, the dark-skinned girl, said to him, I would never bring you around my friend. Do you know why? Because she's banged 2 of my ex-boyfriends. that mixed race girl didn't bang her friends' ex-boyfriends because she found them attractive. Do you know why she did it? This dark-skinned girl was a good-looking girl, and so was the mixed race girl, good-looking girl. It's a competition. She wants to see, oh, if I can also bang my dark-skinned friends' boyfriends and that, then I'm the same level, if not better. If he's willing to cheat on the dark-skinned girl with me, the light-skinned girl, then I must be above her. It's all a fucking competition with these girls. I've seen it for myself. On Valentine's Day, I took my girl to, I don't know, some place in Milton Keynes somewhere. And when I walked in, I saw this waitress, some mixed race girl. She was all right. My girl said to me, that girl looks like, she's looking at you like she likes you, you know. I said, yeah, all right, cool, boom. Went, sat down, had the meal. About an hour later, the girl comes over to get the bill, innit? Boom. This girl standing next to me. Now, obviously, we're in a restaurant and that they're playing some stupid ass background music. I don't know, some kind of Latino type of restaurant. I can't remember the fuck. I ain't going back there again. It was shit. I can't remember what the place is, innit? But anyway, this girl standing next to me, dancing next to me, you know, like, I don't even know, but I see her, I'm not even paying attention to her or whatever, innit? And I said to my girl, you know what, yeah? Because my girl was like, she was trying to get your attention and that. I said to her, yeah, do you know what? If you actually asked her, do you think that guy's good looking? She would say, yeah. Because the girl's not going to try and get the attention of a guy that she thinks is bad looking. Maybe an average guy, yeah, but not a bad looking guy. So she at least probably thought a man was average, if not good looking. But I told my girl, you know, if I came to this restaurant by myself, or I was with one of my brethren and that same girl that would possibly think that I'm good looking and that, you know, if I tried to move to her, she would have probably turned me down, you know. The only reason why she's giving me the eyes, the only reason why she's trying to dance next to me and get my attention and that is to suck the attention of you. She sees me with an attractive girl, so it's points for her. If she's able to suck my attention away from you onto her. I see it during lockdown as well. Man first clocked it during lockdown. Me and my girl, remember during lockdown we had to line up outside the shops and that? Man standing outside Sainsbury's now, there's a line about 30 of us. And about 5 paces ahead of us, me and my girl, there's one, I don't know, Greek gal, I don't know what the fuck she was. She just kept on turning around and looking and that. And I'm not saying it was blatant and that, but I noticed she was looking at man. And yeah, again, if you ask that girl on paper, you think that guy's good looking, she'll probably say yeah. So boom. She kept on turning around looking and that. I was like, where the fuck is this girl looking so much in it? And I thought to myself, do you know what? I guarantee you, if I wasn't standing next to my girl, I don't think that girl would be watching, man. Again, if you ask that girl, is that guy good looking on paper? She'll say yeah. But I guarantee you, if I was to approach that girl, I probably wouldn't get her number. Not Command's game's weak. Man approach gal, man get their gal number in it. You don't get it twisted in. But I reckon if I went with my girl, she wouldn't be interested in that. They say this thing and it's bullshit. Oh, when a guy has got a girl, oh, it makes him more attractive than that because other women see that man with that girl at the same time and think, oh, what's that guy got going for him? No, I tell you what it is. These fucking bitches are in competition with everyone. And what they want to do is they want to suck the attention away from that girl who's with her man. They want to take the attention of the woman from the man. They don't care. Don't listen to this bullshit, innit? Yeah. Because he's got a girlfriend and that, there must be something good about him and that. No, that's bullshit. There's women out here who specifically target married men. If you're not a man who's married, or if you're a man who's if you're not married, or if you're not in a relationship, there's some girls, they won't give you no play at all. You know why? Because they only want to sleep with men that have got women, because they feel like they're getting points. Remember, like I said, with my brethren, and he had the dark-skinned girl that he was chatting to, she wouldn't bring him around a mixed-race girl because she would try and smash him. She ain't smashing him just because he's good looking. She wants to compete with this girl. This dark-skinned girl is good looking, and also this mixed-race girl is and that. So the mixed-race girl feels that, oh, if I take the men away from her, then I'm better than her. It's all a competition. The women don't walk down the road and think, oh, he's with another woman, so he must have something going for him. No, they want us. they're attracted to that guy because they want to steal the attention away from the woman. It's all a competition. The gal them go to the clubs and that to compete with other girls. They don't just go to have a good time and that. Every girl in the club wants to be the girl that gets the most attention from men. And they could be in a relationship. Not interested in none of the other guys, you know. They don't care about them. They just want the man's attention. They're all in a competition. I've heard girls say, when I was in school, when I get on a bus, I go and find an ugly girl to sit next to so she makes me look prettier. That's what a girl am like, fam. Attention seekers, bro. You got women at work. Like I said, they only go for men that have wives. They only go for men that are in relationships and that. Why do you think these dating coaches say, oh, if you have a pretty woman, bring her around everyone. Bring her around, like take her everywhere. Make her come to your workplace and bring you lunch, walk down the street with her and see how much girls give you attention and that. The reason why is not because you got something going for you, because you're with a pretty girl and that. You're with a pretty girl so that if other girls can steal your attention away from that pretty girl, that must mean that she's even prettier than that girl. It's all a competition. It's all a competition, man. I've had it before. I was at one workplace before, and I had one thing in the workplace. Yeah, let me explain this story fully first. So man was at this workplace before, innit, yeah? And me and my man don't pay attention to gal, innit? Try not to, innit? But man's in the workplace now, I'm in the office. I work in the office, innit? So boom, one thing comes in, innit? Yeah, she's brand new to the workplace and that. Man didn't pay no attention. I didn't even rate her anyway. So boom. After a couple of days and that, like man's still not paying her no attention or nothing like that. So anyway, she starts trying to like flirt with man and that. And the funniest thing is as well, is that when you don't pay women attention, they want your attention. Do you ever walk down the road and not pay a woman attention, but you can see out the corner of your eye looking at you, trying to work out or trying to get your attention? You ever notice that? You ever notice when you walk down the road or you're just minding your business, not paying the women attention, that's when women want your attention? I was at this workplace. This girl was getting attention from all the guys at the workplace and that. No, she didn't want their attention. Whose attention did she want? Who ended up hooking up with the thing? Me. Not because I was better looking than any of the other guys. Don't get it twisted. No homo. A couple of good looking man at the workplace. No homo, you know. Yeah? She wanted my attention because I was a challenge. So stupid. Bare man trying to flirt, get this girl's number and that. Who did she want? The guy that didn't pay her no attention. Not because I had anything going for me. The girl didn't even fucking know me. I could have been living on a breadline. I could have sleep on a dirty mattress and that. But the girl was chasing my validation and that because I weren't giving her attention. The girl was not interested in the other man then. You know why? Because they was giving her attention and validation. And this girl are backwards. Anyway. Obviously, there's little rumors and that there's something going on between me and this girl, but no one can really confirm it or nothing like that. So one of the other girls in the office, she was trying to throw man signals and that. Yeah? She was trying to throw man signals and that. And even the girl that I was dealing with told me, she's on to you, you know. Like I thought it was just me. I was thinking, you know, guys, you get me? If a girl looks at you for a split second too much, we think she's on it and that. No, I had a girl that I was dealing with tell me that she thinks that girl is onto me as well. So anyway, man, trying to get me set pace on the thing, no response. She just wanted attention. She just wanted to know that I potentially, because nothing was confirmed there, there's local rumors and that, but she wanted to see if I would make a move on her, which would validate her, which would make her think that, oh, well, I must be better than this girl here if he's trying to move to me or whatever, innit? Nah, I'm just a dog. That's what it is. And this girl had a fucking a boyfriend, not married. So I was gonna say married. This girl had a boyfriend and a youth, just trying to get attention from man, them, bro. Not because they're interested, to make themselves feel good. Talking about feeling good. You will break up. A girl will dump you, blood. Your ex-girl will dump you, fam. And she will hit you up in 6 months' time. Not because she's interested in getting back with you, you know. Listen, let me tell you something right now, yeah? Anytime a girl breaks up with you, if you haven't heard from her in 2-3 months, just know that she has some other guy on the side. Girl, them don't break up with man and then be single for 6 months and that. Yeah, it does happen, innit? I've spoke to women I know and shit like that, whatever, innit, yeah. They broken up with a guy and then they're single and that. So it does happen, innit? But for the most part, when a girl breaks up with a guy, she has someone else on the side. What they call monkey branching and that, that's a fucking real thing, blood. A girl break up with you, if you don't hear from her for 2 months, she's got someone else. No girls do not dump men and then be single and that. Why would you? The women, they need validation and they need attention and that. Why are they gonna go and deprive themselves of validation and attention just because a guy's acting weak and that? She'll just use you. She's got someone else. Someone else is providing her that challenge and that. Someone else is making her chase the validation that, so that when she gets it, she feels good. So anyway, a girl will dump you, break up with you. 6 months later, she will hit you up, not to get back with you, you know. What's happened is in that 6 months, she's got a new guy and that. Maybe they're not in a relationship, but they're dating, they're messing about and that. And maybe he's hurt her feelings and that. Maybe they're on a little 2-3 week break. She needs validation. So she knows what she does. She phones you up. And this happened to me before. She phones you up just to talk to you. Even if you don't try and tell her how much you missed her, even if you don't set a date with her, nothing like that. Just you talking to her, just you responding to her, just you replying back to the text, just you picking up the phone, she knows that deep down you still like her, so it makes her feel good. Because why would she not just go and give out a number to some random stranger and that? See, there's a difference between her giving out a number to a random stranger that just wants to blow her back out because she looks good. There's a difference between that guy and you. She knows deep down you still have feelings for her and that. Most guys that get dumped by a girl, I see all the time. There's still man pining over their ex over 5 years and that. Pining over their ex 2 years and that. They know you still reminisce and still miss that girl, fam. So what they will do is they will phone you up after 6 months. They're on a 2-3 week break from their boyfriend, their current boyfriend, or whoever they're messing about with. They feel a bit low, they feel a bit shit because they're not talking to him at the moment. She'll phone up someone that she knows still likes them. Even if you don't ask her out on a date, even if you don't tell her how much you miss her, the fact that you're just responding to her and taking the time out to talk to her, that's validation enough. And after 2-3 weeks of talking to you, might not be every day, you might just talk in that 2-3 weeks time, 3-4 times and that. Once she's got the validation, she's ready to get back with that guy, ghost mode. Default WhatsApp picture will come up on your ass flat screen, fam. That's why exes come back, ex-girls come back, for the most part. Your girl break up with you. If she don't come back after 2-3 months, she's gone. She's seeing someone else, fam. I'm telling you, blood. I'm telling you. Now, maybe she might come back after 2-3 years, yeah, because, you get me, she's realized, wow, there's a lot of bullshit, there's a lot of crap out here. You get me? Women struggle with dating as well, you know. Yeah, they get better options and that, but that don't mean they're of good quality and good standard. Maybe after 2-3 years, a girl will come back and say, yeah, you know what, yeah, let's try and work things out. And after she's been ran through and that. But when a girl comes back after 6 months, do you really think that she was celibate in that 6 months? No. Women do not dump men and then be single and that. That's why when you dump a girl unexpectedly, she goes crazy and starts chasing you down and that. Because she hasn't had time to prepare and make a backup plan. See, that's what women are like. Yeah, women don't just dump man and then go to her next. Women don't just dump men and be single. No, they dump men when they got a backup plan. But they plan it all out. Yeah, they will find a next man. They will vet him for a month and that. Right, okay, cool. I'm gonna get rid of this guy, and I'm gonna have another guy to hook up with, innit? Unless he's hooking up with him already and that. Get me? They gotta test out the water. The dick game might be shit and that. So she's gonna leave you. She gotta better find someone with a better dick game and that. So she might be cheating on you as well. So when you dump a girl unexpectedly, the girl panics in that because she ain't got no one else to go to. She ain't got no one certified. Yeah. Right, what we got else on the list now? So high body count. The reason why a lot of girls have high body count is because they got low self-esteem. For what reason? I don't know. Maybe they're not that good looking. Even the pretty girls, they all got low self-esteem. Even the pretty girls that get approached 2-3 times a day, proper approaches, not cat calls, not a man hiding behind a tree, hiding behind a speed camera, whilst a car's moving, shouting out the window, painting. No, proper approaches, isn't it? Yeah. If a girl's in an urban environment where there's man them that approach girl in it, yeah, not fucking Finchley, but the ends, the Edmonds, the Tottenhams, the Wood Green, and that. A girl that's good looking could get approached twice in a day, proper approaches. So yeah, even the pretty girls that get approached and that 2-3 times a day, they have low self-esteem. But for the most part, most girls ain't even all that. Although these 5s think they're 8s, these 6s think they're 9s, and the 7s think they're 10s, isn't it? A lot of girls have low self-esteem. A part of the reason why a lot of them have a high body count and that, because they have low self-esteem. They feel like, well, if a guy wants to sleep with me, that must mean that I'm worth something. So what they do is they go around and sleep with a lot of men and that. They make themselves feel good. I know gal that have told me they know gal that have got a body count of like 50 man, you know. That girl has low self-esteem, bro. She just sleeps around to feel good. Literally sleeps around with men to feel good. Something they must think to themselves like, oh, because a man sleeps with me, and obviously it's true. No guy really goes out of his way to sleep with a girl he thinks is ugly, innit? So they feel the gal and they feel ugly, so they go and sleep with a guy, which makes them think, well, I can't be that ugly if this guy wants to sleep with me. That's why a lot of these gal have such a high body count. Girls on dating apps and that. If you know anything about using dating apps and that, it's pretty much a waste of flipping time. You would chat to a gal, get the number and that, but you can't get out on a date with these gal and that for the most part. Most of them, it's just a joke thing and that. Most of the gal, they're on dating apps and that because they're probably on a break from their boyfriend, so they need a bit of attention and validation and that. That's why these girls use dating apps. They don't give a damn about hooking up with no one on these dating apps. Obviously, they would like to find a Prince Charming and that, maybe. But for the most part, they don't business about none of the man them on these dating apps and that. They're just there to get free attention and validation. They want a break from their boyfriend. I've had it before. Match with a gal on Get Me dating app and that, and she's talking, oh yeah, my ex this, ex that and that. She's on a break from her boyfriend. She ain't planning on meeting up with nobody. Yeah, she just wants a little bit of attention and that. Her boyfriend probably broke her heart or something. They have a little arguing and that. She's not talking to him, so she's not getting the attention and validation that she craves. Quickly, bam, quick solution, quick fix, bam, jump on a dating app. Get 50 matches every day. Get bare man, heart eye emoji, I'll take you out and that. Validation resumed, reinstated, should I say. The other day, yeah, you know when we had those 2 hot days, yeah, I think it was one of those days, you know, I think. I was going to my car, in it. I parked my car just outside the front of my yard, in it. I was going in the boot, and I just saw, you know, like you just see some people in the distance. I saw a mum pushing a pram and a little child. He's probably about 4 years old. He's walking. I just see some white girl. I would not have recognized her. I just, you know, in the distance, you just see someone coming from a distance. I would not have been able to recognize her or nothing like that. Just some white girl, blonde hair, pushing a pram, a dead thing, not interested, nothing. I don't give a shit. Yeah, she's pushing the pram. She's got a kid in the pram and she's walking with another one in it. So anyway, as she gets closer, she starts talking louder and that. And she's just talking loud. You know, like when you feel like someone's trying to get your attention and that. I heard her say, "Oh, my ass is hanging out. My ass is hanging out." Who the fuck is she talking to? She's with a 4-year-old and that. This girl was trying to get my attention. So I looked to my left, like, who the fuck is she talking about? My ass is hanging out. You know what them gal, they wear them shorts that are so short, the bottom of their ass is hanging out. Because I saw her from a distance and I just paying attention, just doing what I'm doing and that, she's trying to get my attention. Shut talking. Why would you be telling your 4-year-old that your ass is hanging out? All for attention, all to get, all so that man can look at them. It's just foolishness, man. Trust me, blood. My ass is hanging out. I think I've almost got through all my points, you know. But yeah, one of my points is similar to what I was saying about the girl at work and that. There's girls that have boyfriends and that still throw out signals for guys to move to them and that. They're not interested in them. They're not gonna cheat on their boyfriend with this guy and that, but they want attention. There's girls, plenty of men I know get girls' numbers that have boyfriends in that. And you would think, yeah, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful and that. And it is maybe slightly disrespectful, but at the same time, these girls have no intentions of doing anything with these guys. They just want their attention. Attention seekers, man. Attention seekers. A girl could be happily married with the guy of her dreams. She still wants attention from other men. A girl will be out with her friends and that. If one of the friends is getting more attention than her, she'll feel away. Man, then we don't really care. Yeah, it'll be nice to maybe get a couple gal, you get me preying us and that. But if we ain't got no intention of doing nothing with a gal, we don't really give a damn, man. We don't really care about walking down the road and getting attention. If you really care about getting attention and that, like, I mean, you might be in some feminine energy and that. Obviously, you don't want to walk down the road and be invisible to the fucking world. But I mean, you should feel good whether you're getting attention from people out on the street or not. That's why them man that will dress flamboyant and that are really like, there's certain men, yeah, like they would never leave their house looking rough. There's certain man, they have to be looking A1 every day. A1 in their sleep, fam. Like they would never dare leave the house looking rough. You know, like us, man, yeah? Like, oh shit, we need to go to the shop quickly. You know, man, just throw on some extra large t-shirt, some tracksuit bottoms, just quickly run to the shop. There's certain man, they just won't go. If they can't look on point on that, there's a few select man that are like, gal, they're super well groomed. For me, that's feminine energy, man. If you feel a way as a man to look rough, if you can't go out looking rough, I'm not saying go out looking rough to the club or barbecue and that, but if you can't feel comfortable looking a little bit rough, man, there's something wrong with you. You're like a gal. And talking about barbecue, what's going on, Nadia? Talking about barbecues, one time I was at a family barbecue and that, and one of my family members was sitting next to me. Was sitting at the table, innit? And she was like, So obviously, when you're at a barbecue and that, people will be coming in and that, get me, all the time, innit? So we're sitting at the table, and these two women walked in, and they were like decent looking and that. Definitely draw a little bit of attention to themselves easily. My family member must have said, "Ah, why are these women walking in here and not saying hello to anyone?" And I realized, you know, it's not because they came in and they didn't say hello to no one. Women have a problem with other pretty women. Like I said, women don't want other people stealing their attention off of them, especially if that individual is like maybe a pretty individual and that. They have a problem with it. So them girls coming in and not saying hello to people, that's just an excuse for her to just talk bad on them. I guarantee you, if those two girls that were pretty that came in, if they were fat, overweight, and had armpit hair and moles growing out of their face, and you think she'll give a damn about them coming in and saying hello to anyone? It's because the girls they were pretty and they drew an attention to themselves. That's why the family member had a problem with them coming in and not saying hello. Because women want to be the center of attention. Yeah? God forbid a girl goes to a club and there's another woman wearing the same outfit as her. Man, there we might think, yeah, get me. We might not go out to the man and ask him or say anything to him. Yeah, you get me. You don't know. Good choice. Get me garms, brethren, and that. Gal, but they will hate that girl, you know. They will hate that girl because they don't want girls want to go to a club and be the best looking in the club. They want all the attention, whether they got a man or not. They want all the attention on them. Like I said earlier, there's certain gal, they will get on a bus and go and sit next to a girl that's ugly to make themselves look better. I've seen girls who are nice girls, you know, hanging around with some ugly fat girls and that. And I think to myself, I wonder if she hangs around with her because she's generally her friend, or she hangs around with her to make herself look even prettier and that. Telling you, there's some girl like that. There are certain girls like that. They will only hang around with certain people and that to make themselves look pretty. There's certain girls, they don't want to hang around with another pretty girl. Because you get me, a girl could be an 8 out of 10 and that, but put her in the middle of Shoreditch, she's average. Because there's a lot of nice girls in Shoreditch. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? But yeah, I'm about to end the live stream in a little bit. So if you don't want to change the subject and that, or put down anything in the comment section, feel free. But yeah, that's the main reason for female validation and attention. And the root of it is obviously the primeval instinct, which is, I think that was what the word I was looking for, primeval instinct and that, which is to be accepted by the tribe and that. If they're not accepted by the tribe and they get kicked out and that, if the tribe don't like them, then they will starve, because women back in the day were not capable of hunting and fending for themselves. Whereas the man them, if we get kicked out of the tribe and we become a lone wolf, we'll still survive and that. Yeah, life will be a bit more difficult, but we can still thrive and prosper. If a woman gets kicked out of the tribe, how the fuck's a woman gonna hunt? Women back in the day, you get me, were not built to hunt and, you get me, gather food and kill animals and that. Yeah, but that's it. No, you still there? Do you remember that time we went to that restaurant? Was it on Valentine's Day and that girl, the waitress, was dancing next to me? And I don't know if he was in the live stream. I doubt he was in the live stream earlier. And I was explaining that, yeah, if you ask the girl on paper, do you think that guy's good looking, and that, she'll say yeah. But the only reason why she was trying to get my attention, and that's because I was with her, because I was with another girl. That's what these chicks do, man. They're only interested in the, yeah, you're too late. They're only interested in the man them that's got other girls, not because, oh, they're pre-selected means that there's something about them that's good. No, they want the man them that have other girls to make themselves feel better. You know, if Drake picks a girl, she's gonna feel like she's the luckiest girl on the earth, because he could have had any girl, but he picked her. So he's basically saying that she's better than 100,000 girls on this planet. The reason why they want to be with a guy with a high social status is so that they can climb the social ladder and that. the higher the woman climbs the social ladder and that, the better her chances of survival. yeah. Yeah, get me respect for the positive vibes, fam. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, one of the subscribers and that hit me up and that, and he was asking about like, you know, advice on how to turn his life around and that. And he was like 25, mid-20s and that, and he just had A levels and that. And I could have easily, so this is what I suggested to him. So any of you lot watching now, weren't watching me earlier. I was saying that basically someone hit me up in the DMs the other day, one of my subscribers and that. And he was saying that basically he's got A levels, but he don't have a degree, he don't have a skill. He's mid-20s, he's still living at home, but at least he's living rent-free and that, but he's on a low income. Basically, what can he do to improve his life and that? Now, me, I could have just given him a straight-up generic answer, in it, yeah? But I'm not in a business of just, throwing it out there, innit, yeah? Oh, you asked you for advice, so here's the advice. Go and get an apprenticeship and that. Because being an apprentice, being a mechanic or electrician might not be for everyone. So you know what I suggested to him, because he had A levels and that, he might be a bit more officey based. Yeah, he might be more of a person to get like a white collar job and that. So I said to him, you know what? Yeah, maybe you should get into recruitment. I know people in recruitment who have no qualifications. If anything, at best, they have A levels. So if they can get into it, then my man can get into it. And it's a good job. It's a decent job to get into because, yeah, the basic pay of a recruitment agent is shit. It's like probably like 20 grand a year or less than that. But they get paid commission. I'm meeting people on 4 or 5 grand commission or 4 or 5 grand per month easily. I even know someone that was on 12, 13,000 pound a month, you know, working in recruitment, and they have no qualifications and that. So I'm not in the business. Like, man, really want to help people, you know. Don't get to, man. Look, my thing don't make me no money in that. So, you know, man's here trying to help people for real, innit? So I don't want to be one of them man there. If a man asks you a question, what can I do to improve my life? Yeah, just go and get an apprenticeship. See, I've given you an answer. If you don't want to do nothing about it, then that's up to you. Nah, because it might not be for everyone. Man say to man, get an apprenticeship, because that's what I know. But at the same time, it's not for everyone. So you know what? If a man told me that he's got A levels and that, I'll say, you know what? Blood, go and get yourself a job like as a recruitment agent and that until you can figure things out. Yeah. Because at the same time, you don't want to get an apprenticeship at the age of 25. It is not that old, but it's still a little bit old, isn't it? Don't get it twisted. Anyone who's 25, 28, 30, if you want to get an apprenticeship as an electrician, do it, fam. I'm not saying not to. I preach that. But sometimes, you get me, you don't want to, I don't know, man. I know a man that was an apprentice at 30 years old. He was the 30-year-old apprentice. And man used to make jokes and that, but you know, bun the people then that make jokes and that, but you don't want to go and be an apprentice at the age of 30 years old. Think about it. You're going to be 30 years old on about £40 a day, bro. That's the problem with being that age. Because you should not still be 30 years old with no savings, living at your mum's house. And that. Yeah? You got a man that's 30 years old, and everyone's on a different timeline, don't get it twisted. But you got a man that's 30 years old, got a couple properties and that, if not fat savings, at least they got a good career behind them and they're on a decent wage and that. Again, it's not a competition, it's not a race against everyone else, isn't it? But yeah, man. I know, man. I can't recommend an apprenticeship to everyone and that. Obviously I can, but I don't want to just, this ain't no tick box exercise. This ain't no give them a generic answer type of what do you call it? Advice line or whatever. And I don't want to just say to everyone, yeah, get an apprenticeship. See, I've given you a response to your question. What can you do to turn your life around? And that's dead, man. That's dead, man. That's dead, man. So I just recommend in my mind get a job in recruitment. Anyone can do it. If you put the work in, you get results on that. So yeah, the man them that might not want to get an apprenticeship and that, maybe try recruitment. But don't be one of these people, I'm going to try this, and then I'll try that, then I'll try that. Like I said earlier, there's man who said to him, so you know what? Bun the electrical thing, bun the accountancy thing, bun the sports science thing at college and that. I'm just gonna try this little thing here and there and that. And you know what? Life will work itself out, man. Man will get there in the end and that. Before you blink, blood, you're 30 years old, blood. You ain't achieved nothing. You're working as a security guard, blood. Or you're driving a train or something, fam. What did you go to uni for if you're gonna end up driving a train or you know what I'm saying, isn't it? Like, oh man. Or driving a lorry and that. Life don't just work itself out. Yeah, some people get lucky in that, but are you willing to count on luck? Are you willing to roll the dice with your life and hope that luck can get you to where you need to get to? No, I do not recommend that at all. But I'm coming off in 5 minutes anyway, so you lot put down your last comments and that. Yeah. I need to start writing meetup. There's one little point I was going to talk about. I can't even read it. Oh. Yeah, coming off in 5 minutes. Anyway, might as well play that video again because it was a fucking classic. I'm gonna throw out that video one last time.
The fuck off my property now. Get up. Leave. Leave. Get him out my way or I swear to God I'm gonna fucking lever him.
Right, Dean.
You're gonna cause shit here, you're gonna get a guy hurt here. Yeah, you are.
Dean.
You think I'm not serious, you fucking stupid prick?
Dean.
Do you think I'm not serious? No. Fuck off. No. Get off my land! Get the fuck away. Get off. Get the fuck off. Go. Go on, prick. Go on. That's it. Fuck off. Yeah, my land, yeah. What? No, now you're on, are you? No, fuck you, I know the law. Go on, fuck you. Go on. Kiss my white ass, you prick. Fuck off.
Tough nut.
Yeah, I'm tough. No, you're out of your fucking mind. Taking a fucking rich fucking prick.
For him to stoop low and start making, you know, personal comments about how I walk. And fortunately, you know, I battled an aggressive disease. At least I can walk, you know, I didn't think I'd be able to walk.
What are you going to do, plastic man? You're going to do nothing. You're going to listen. I'm going to see you in court. You're going to pay me a very handsome fine of money. Because your wallet is not above the law. Yeah? You're really pretty thick, aren't you? And a bully. You bully people around here. I know the law better than you prick. You try calling my house again, I'm prepared for you, dickhead.
What started as a simple dispute over late rent has spiralled into an ugly standoff.
Can you not, Paul? You won't be able to live with yourself when I finish with you. Go on, Paul. Piss off. Paul, really?
I just want to give you this. I just want to give you this.
I'm giving you a warning. You come anywhere near me, I'm going to snap your fucking neck. Give it him, I'll talk to him. Do not push me, because you will never see the light of day, really.
All I have to do is give you this, Dean.
No, give it him to give it me and I'll read it. That's all I want to do. You give it him? No, because I can't just sell me, because I want to fucking hit you.
I don't know why you're being like that.
Because you're a prick. No. Really? I'll shove that stick so far in your ass, you'll have like a human kebab, you prick.
Dean,
Whatever.
he has to physically hand it you.
Let me just give you this
No.
that I can go.
No. Give it to him. Go home.
Come on.
Go home, I know where you live. Hell, that way, no. Get here, Paul. Do you want me to whack you? Because I really will. You come in, I swear to God. You want to? I'll give you enough warning. Right, come on, you bitch.
Dean,
Just take the letter. Just take it. No,
No, fuck! No.
Take the letter.
You're a prick. I'm going to end you. Get him away.
Oh my days. Boy. I mean, I could not do a job like that. I don't like to be put in a position where I cannot be the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, like, even like when I was at a tenant's house the other day, I said to the woman, sorry, miss, I don't smoke. Do you mind not smoking? She was like, yeah. She was like, hold on, it's my house. And I just looked at her like to say, come on. And then the husband said, no, go outside, man. You're not supposed to smoke around the people. I don't like being in a position where someone can even give me back chat and that, because I know what I'm like in it, yeah. And you can't test me. But when I'm at work, I'm in a weaker position. I can't be the aggressor in that. So I have to wait for someone to set pace on me and defend the thing. I don't like that. I don't like being in a position like that. So a job like that, I would hate to have to deal with tenants and that. And I have no authority over them, and they think that they can try to step to me and them things. Yeah, but my man says something. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I forgot to. Yeah, I'll do that next time. I'll do that next time. Still, would you consider a sham marriage? Fam, let me stop you right there, fam. I'm not getting married, blood. No way, fam. I'm not getting married, blood. One sec, let me continue this thing. But then what's the point then, innit? If you're not gonna make the thing official on that, what's the point? But me personally, I'm not getting married, innit? Like I said in previous videos, even made a video talking about relationships and people moving into people's yards and that. Marriage is for men that are broke, yeah? If you got money, if you got wealth, you got assets and that, you got property and that, you got something to lose, don't get married. Now, if you're a security guard or you just make 10 grand a month working at Asda, then go ahead, get married. Yeah. But if you got stuff to lose, fam, forget, and all of that prenup business, well, that's bullshit, blood. I heard there's certain things that if you even if you put in the prenup and that, they can get thrown out and that. Yeah, because there's no way. See, this is the thing, yeah. People think prenups can save you against everything and that. You think, yeah, all right, cool. So you think, yeah, that you can have 10 properties, 2 businesses, and you have a total income coming in from your businesses and your properties and that you know is generating you, I don't know, 20 grand a month and that. And you take on a woman who used to be a lawyer who stopped working to look after your kid for the last 5 years. You think that although you got 10 properties and 2 businesses and that, and you're making 20 grand a month and that, you think, yeah, because you got all of that and that's all been built up on your own by yourself, yeah, you think, yeah, that you can just, when you get divorced with get divorced and that, and you cut ties with this woman, you think the woman ain't gonna get nothing after the woman was a career woman, the woman had a job as a lawyer earning X amount a month, X amount a year. You think, yeah, that the courts are just gonna say, well, you know, that was up to you to stay at home and raise the children and that, and not work and not be able to save any money, and now you're broke and that, and you're gonna get thrown out on the street. Get out of here, man. You're gonna all the prenup you want, man. They'll shove that up your ass, man, about prenup. Yeah. You can do that if you want, yeah. But yeah, there's no way, yeah, a man can be a top earner or whatever in it. There's no way a woman who's a career woman is gonna give up her career and 5 years into it, she's not worked, she's not been able to save any money and that. You think you can just cut ties with this woman and you're the breadwinner now, you're earning good money, and the woman's just gonna be kicked out on the street. She has no savings because she wasn't able to save because she decided to be a stay-at-home mom and that. You think you're gonna be able to use that prenup court? Get out of here, man. I don't even know the marriage thing, but I know that the prenup thing that gets thrown out, and I'm sure I could be wrong, but I doubt it. They will try and use that against you. The fact that the woman was not worked for 5 years and then thing there. So she hasn't had the opportunity to save up for a rainy day, i.e. getting kicked out on the street, i.e. losing her marriage and that. Get out of here. Even if she's the one that proposed it, there's no way. There's no way. You as a man, put yourself in that position. Imagine, yeah, you was a bitch nigga and you was a stay-at-home dad. Imagine, yeah, you stayed at home for 5 years to raise the children and that during their early years. Imagine you did not work for 5 years. You had £0 or 0 pence in your bank account. Your wife was earning 50, 70, 100 grand a year. You think that if you divorce that woman, you think they will just kick you out onto the street? Well, you know, maybe as a man, that would probably happen to us, innit? But still, that would not be fair. That would not be fair. You would be getting some kind of severance money, everyone or else can't call it. But yeah, I'm going in 2 minutes. I know I keep saying that, anyway. I'm going in 2 minutes, man. I've got things to do. Bro from was it bro from bro? I just see your comment pop up. So you left the live stream to go watch another video and then you came back here. All right, cool. Yeah, but yeah, all right, I'm out. 2 minutes. Last comments. I'm out. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Unless there's something. What, you know, what the fuck you lot talking about? You thought what live stream ended after what message? Because now they're saying, she just texted me something about, I thought I got kicked out or something. What are you lot talking about? I was playing a video, a little 2-minute video that I cut up earlier in it. So basically, that little video that you lot watched, where the guy was moving mad, whatever in it. I basically used that in a video that I made today. Like, I was even wearing this orange t-shirt. I recorded the video today and I was basically saying that tenancy agreements don't really mean anything. All you're doing is making things a little bit official. But at the end of the day, if the tenant decides he don't want to pay rent, he's going to stop paying rent. That same madman that said, I'm going to snap your fucking neck. I'm going to put this stick so far up your ass, you're going to be a human kebab. That guy, where's the tenancy? Where's my tenancy agreement? This is part of my tenancy agreement. That guy signed on the dotted line, fam. And he told the estate agent or the landlord in other situations, I'll pay the rent on time. You know, I'll look after the property and that. 6 months, a year, 2 years later, I'm going to snap your fucking neck. I'm going to put this stick so far up your ass, you're going to be a human kebab and that. Squaring up to man, calling man a fucking dickhead, you're a prick, you're a cripple and that. Bullshit. The tenancy agreement don't do nothing, man. We live in a country, like I said earlier, where man can say, do you know what? I'm not paying rent. And there's no such thing as jungle justice. This ain't Jamaica. This ain't Africa. This ain't Poland. This ain't Iraq, where man can take things into his own hands and that to some degree. If you go and you try to chuck out the tenants and that, they could call the police on you. One of my subscribers, he got nicked because I don't know, I think he must have smacked up one of the tenants or something like that. These are the man that I attract to my channel, you know. One of my subscribers is a landlord, and he sent me a DM saying that he got nicked because I think he beat up one of the tenants the other day or something. So, yeah. But me, I've never had no one refuse to pay the rent, and one day I might come across that person, innit? And I will deal with it the best way I can, innit? Yeah. But the reason why I haven't had anyone fuck me about, because man deal with people a certain way, innit? Yeah, I let them know from day one. Get me, if you fail to pay the rent, I'll serve you your notice and you have to leave. I'm not afraid of confrontation. I'm not afraid of awkward situations, but yeah, as I was saying in the video earlier, talking about the tenancy agreement, I could have 20 people view a property that I'm willing to let out. And when I come across the way I do, oh, if you fail to pay the rent, I'll serve you a notice, you have to leave. I might scare off 8 of them. 3 of them might be genuine people who would pay, but you're like, oh, I don't want to deal with that guy. He's too ratchet, and how dare he speak to me like that on the first day I meet him? What's he gonna be like 2, 3, 4, 5 months down the line and that? Yeah, I might scare off 3 good, genuine people. But you know what? I might filter out and you know, get rid of some of the people that would start fucking about. I'm not gonna say they're gonna stop paying rent. I'm not saying that, but the people them they get a bit lax than that. Oh, I can only give you half this month and that, but I'm waiting for some money from my cousin. He's got this little business. Nah, I'm not saying all these people are gonna just stop paying rent altogether. What I'm saying is, man's gonna banish the people them and filter out the people that are gonna start getting lax than that. Man was never lax when I used to have my properties rented out. When I had this one rented out, I had a man who what was it? He was going away. It was, say, like, for example, it was July. He was going away for a little holiday in September. He paid me August's money and September's money in August or July or whatever, because he didn't want to even take the chance that he might forget to pay the rent or whatever, innit? Because he might come home and find his stuff out on the street, like a bus stop. Yeah, he might come to his yard, go to his room, and you get me. There's a little note saying your stuff's in a lost property and that, or go to the Salvation Army to collect your things and that. Yeah, man, he want to take the risk in that. Man paid me 2 months rent up front because he might not be available or whatever in it, or he might not be around or whatever in it. Yeah, man just didn't want the drama. But yeah, the tenants need to know that if they don't pay the rent, it's gonna be a drama. Yeah, they need to fear you. They need to fear you. That don't mean you go around and be disrespectful and rude to them, but they need to fear you, innit? That's it. Your property is your business, yeah? Your business is a workplace, yeah? Your tenants are the employees. You, the landlord, you are the manager. You need to manage them. If you are not the type of person, if you don't have an air of authority, if you can't manage people, if people don't respect you, if your words don't carry any weight, you cannot be a landlord. You cannot be a landlord. And I don't even recommend giving properties to estate agents and that. You're better off just doing the buy a property, renovate and sell. If you're not a person that can manage people and pattern people up and keep people in line, then you can't do it. Innit? And it's not about being a big person or whatever in it. Yeah? I ain't a big person. Yeah? But man, I got a certain way about me. You might not be able to pick it up from the live stream. I don't know. You get me? Man might come across, get me a certain way, whatever in it, yeah, on get me YouTube and that. But in person, I'm a different, get me different character and you get me. So that don't mean I go around throwing my weight around. I ain't got no fucking weight. I'm like 74 kg. I can fucking punch, but I'll tell you that anyway. But yeah. And you have to be a certain way to be a landlord. And I don't mean, you get me, like I say, you don't have to go around, you don't even have to have a deep voice on that. You just have to be a certain way. People need to know that there's going to be consequences and repercussions in it. Man, when your tenants chat to you, they don't even want to cross you, fam. They don't even want to see what you're like when you get angry. They don't even want to deal with you. They don't want the drama. And they know, really and truly, this person can't beat me up. I'll tell you one thing, yeah? How many times have you had a boss at work that you wouldn't even want to test? You don't even want to cross your boss. Do you think your boss is going to beat you up? Do you think, yeah, even if he was to cuss your boss out, he's going to slap you or he's going to put his hands around your neck and that? No, there's nothing physical to fear in that. But you know what? There's certain people you don't even want to cross them. You don't even want to get them angry. You got to be that person, innit? You got to be that person. Be that person, innit? Let me see what Mama said. At least you're a good landlord and you take care of the property. Violet change, huh? Mom's Asian landlord really tried to take Piss years ago, no, it was on hard times. Not all landlords stick to it. Yeah, I'm a good landlord. I know I stuttered in that, and that could be, you know, someone could see that as man not being genuine in that. But no, I'm a good landlord in that. I tell all my tenants, yeah, call me 24 hours a day, yeah, anytime, 7 days a week. I will respond to you, and that. Don't be afraid to, because I know they might be a little bit timid in that, innit, which is cool. Don't be afraid to phone me. You got a problem, phone me. I'll deal with it. I'll find a solution to your problem in it. You ain't gonna be phoning me for days on end. You can't get hold of me. Any problem, any emergency, phone me 24/7, 2 in the morning. I'm an answer. But you can't take the fucking piss, or there's gonna be problems, bro. That's it. But yeah, in 2 minutes I'm gone. No, I keep saying that. Yeah, I got stuff to do. Got work in the morning. Got to get up and go running. I hate flipping running, but you know what? It's got to be done, man. Like I said in one video before, appreciate what you have. You might be lazy, you can't bother to go running and that, can't bother to exercise. But what about the people them that's in a wheelchair and it's not their fault? They have some kind of disease or whatever in it, or something happened to them, they had an accident and they get me paralyzed and that. They'd love to be in your position, you know, to be able to get up and go running and exercise and that. You gotta do it for them. You got to do it for them, man. Get me? There's people out here, they're 6 foot under. They died way too early. For whatever reason, they might have been murdered by, you know, mistaken identity, or they might have just been murdered. Someone just decided to take their life and that. Or they might have died early of a natural causes and that. You get me? They would love to be in your position to do the things that, you get me, that they can't. Because they're dead. You gotta do it for them, man. Anytime you feel like, oh, you're being lazy, and just remember there's someone that's dead right now, or someone that's in a wheelchair that would love to go and exercise and thing there, innit? I don't mean go and do the marathon and that, but blood, don't be lazy, innit? Don't be lazy, man. Don't get it twisted, man. It's all right to have a little lazy day here and there, innit? We're human beings and that, innit? But don't be lazy long term, man. I run about, it's not 5K, I think it's 4.5K because I worked it out. But there's hills. Yeah, it's not no flat road. When I do my Edmonton run, when I'm at my mum's yard in Edmonton, it's all a flat road. But around here, there's bare hills and shit. Yeah, for the most part, I mean, like, I'd say 30% of the time you're running on a flat road. For the most part, you're either running uphill or downhill. A man's doing sprints and that. So it takes you about 30 minutes, I think, to do the run. It takes you about 30 minutes to do the run. Yeah, I like Andrew Tate. He's all right. He's all right. He's all right. I mean, you get me. So say, what do you say? Do you think he's arrogant personality? I don't know it, because the thing is that he wouldn't be around man then though. I don't know it. I don't know, man. I ain't got a clue, man. Because at the end of the day, he just might not interact with man then, so you ain't gonna have no problems with people, innit? But I don't know. Remember, some people, you get me, like when they get on camera, they're talking mad and that, but they might not be like that in real life. Get me? Or they might know how to turn it on and turn it off. You get me? So when it's safe to talk certain ways and that, then they will. But when it's not, then they know to keep their mouth shut. So, but he's all right. He's all right. That interview he had with the girl, boy, that done a lot of views. You know, let me check how much views it got. Because I think within the first day, it got like 2 million views. You know, the Castillo one was good though. That was funny. Nine million views. You know, mad. He was doing a lot of shouting in it, but yeah. All right, that's it. 2 minutes and I'm gone. This is the last time I'm saying 2 minutes. I know I keep saying that. You know, I've done it before, you know. Man, when I used to live stream, we'll live stream for 4 or 5 hours, you know. At the 2-hour mark, I'll say I'm going in 10 minutes. In 2 hours' time, I'm still there. Fam. Put your last comments in. The man said he's waiting for his Indian food to be delivered, you know. Oh, yeah, okay. One of your videos, one video you mentioned how people hate on you. Yeah. In that video, what's it called? I was wearing the red jacket. You have to suppress your success around certain people and that. Certain times, bro, you don't even have to talk about your thing. Just you coming around, they don't want you around, blood. They don't want you around. You don't have to pull up in a Lamborghini. You don't have to pull up in a Mercedes. You don't have to talk about business. You don't have to talk about nothing. You don't have to wear a Rolex watch or wear Balmain t-shirts. You could turn up in this orange t-shirt, just you coming around. People will feel like you're judging them, but you're not judging them. It's not because you are judging them. They feel insecure in themselves. Because even if you were judging them, if someone's secure in themselves, they wouldn't give a damn anyway, man. It's their own insecurities. When I read these posts, you know, like man make references to them Facebook posts and that, like, 19-year-old boy has 2 properties and that. When I go to the comment section of these posts, like, the people then feel like they're being attacked, you know. The post will be about a 19-year-old or 23-year-old youth that has 2 or 3 properties and that. And when I go to the comment section of these Facebook posts, people will be like, yeah, but you weren't in the position that I was in. I was kicked out of my house at the age of 16 and that. Hold on a minute. Whoa. Like, these people are commenting underneath this post and saying, you don't know, they're making it personal. The guy that the post is about, he's not talking to these people personally, you know. The Sun newspaper is just writing about him and that. And they're writing back saying, you don't know what it's like to get kicked out at the age of 16 and that. Oh, try having 2 kids at the age of 23 and that. Like, they're making it so personal. These people actually feel personally attacked and that. How can you feel personally attacked by someone that's not even talking to you? You're reading a post about someone else's life, but you're feeling like you've been attacked. It's the same thing. If I go around certain people and they feel inferior and that, they feel like they're going to be attacked, or they feel like I'm scrutinizing them and judging them. No, it's your own insecurity. Trust me, fam. Blaming a white man. People don't want to talk about reparations. We don't need reparations. Oh, yeah. Listen, they could all give us 60 grand a year. They could all give us £60,000. Yeah? Here, take it. Do what you want with it. Then what? We're still going to be in the same Ras Clark position. We need reparations to our brains. They could put every black person in this country, they could give us 60 grand. They could give us 10 grand. They could give us any amount of money. It's not going to do nothing to the black community because we're not smart. We don't need no money. We need to get our brain in gear. I started off with no money. A man's building up a little portfolio. So if I can start off with no money, then everyone else in the black community can start off with no money. Yeah, if they was to give every black person 60 grand or 10 grand or 30 grand, yeah, it would help the people then that are smart, but that's not the majority of us. The majority of us black people are fucking stupid. You give a black person 60 grand then that, a man won't think about how to invest this money to make something grow, to invest for the future and that. No, a man is going to take 60 grand and make himself look rich today, that day, fam. Make himself look rich for tomorrow, bro. A man's not going to put no money away. And you know what? You see, when a black man does decide to invest that money, when it's running low and he thinks to himself, fuck, this money's running low, you know. Only a couple of months ago, I had 60 grand. I'm on my last 5. All right, what can I do to invest this money to get back to 60 grand. That's the only time black men want to invest. When their money's running low and they want to get back to the original state. We don't need no amount of money. It's not going to help us. Not going to help us. I'll tell you why it's not going to help people giving them money and that. I've done a live stream before talking about the millionaires, the people them that won the lottery that's gone broke. Having money, coming into money is not going to do nothing for you if your brain is not engaged. How can you win the lottery, win 4, 5, 10 million and blow all the money? Because there's something wrong with your brain. That's why. You're not sensible, you're stupid. So it don't matter how much money they give black people and that. They could give us 10, 20, 50, 60 grand. It don't matter. If your brain's not engaged properly, you're just going to blow the money. You may as well not have had the money because it's only going to last a short period of time, blood. And I was shocked as well. During that live stream when I was doing a reaction video to the lottery winners that lost everything, one of the guys was actually a businessman. I was so shocked. The man was a businessman. He was already a millionaire, and I don't know why he was playing the lottery. He was already a millionaire, and then he won all the money, and then he lost it all. And I think to myself, out of everyone, he should have been the person to be the smartest, because if you're a millionaire through business, you've worked your way up from ground zero. So you get me, at any one time, you could have been a jackass and blown the money. But you decided not to. You had discipline. You understood what it took to, you get me, accumulate and build up wealth and that. So for you to then turn jackass after you've won 14, 15 million and that, I was surprised, innit? But there's always one idiot. There's always one idiot. Every black person wants to earn 300 grand, wants to be a millionaire. For what, blood? There's only a certain amount of money you really need in this world, you know. After you've got a certain amount of money, anything extra is to buy bullshit. You do not need to drive a yacht. You do not need to drive a Bentley, blood. These are things that you don't need. You need a decent sized house in a decent area that's safe to keep your pitney them safe. Yeah. You need enough money to, as a bare minimum, put your children then through private tuition, if not private school. And yeah, drive a decent car, not a Bentley. You don't need a fucking Bentley. You don't need a Lamborghini. You need a functional car that looks good. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, not a Rolls Royce, not a fucking Ferrari or nothing like that. Just a decent looking car that's respectable. Yeah, not old, not no chitty bang bang. There's only a certain amount of money you really need in this world. Anything extra is for bullshit, bro. And obviously, yeah, you need money so that you can invest. So obviously, you can put down things for your use as well, which is the main thing. Other than that, bullshit. You do not need Rolex watches or AP watches or diamonds and jewelry and that. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need to be a multi-millionaire. Yeah? The only time you need to be a multi-millionaire is when you're trying to put down stuff for your future children and grandchildren and everything. For the most part, it's because you just want to buy dumb shit. You want to stunt. I made a video. I don't know if I released it yet. Was it? There's two types of people that want to stunt. I think it's called, I don't know. I know I said this, but I can't remember what the title of the video was. I don't think it's been released yet. The need to impress or the need to suppress. So some people, they want to drive a Mercedes or wear Rolex watches or wear nice clothes and that to impress those around them, to fit in and to get validation from people, which most of you lot can guess. But there's certain individuals, they want to drive a Mercedes or drive wear a Rolex watch or wear the nicest clothes and that, not to impress people, to suppress people. There's certain individuals that they want to look better. They want to look really fly in that, so they look better than everyone else. Remember, I was talking about the girl who wants to be the prettiest girl in the club. don't want another girl to look as nice as her, wants to hang around with girls who are ugly to make herself look better, wants to get on a bus and specifically targets ugly girls or less attractive women to sit next to make herself look better. There's men like that. I know a man who said to me, don't lease a Mercedes, it's a waste of money. Don't lease a Mercedes, it's a waste of money. But then this is the same man who's talking about, yeah, I'm going to get a new Range Rover and that. It's like, hold on a minute. Why are you telling me not to lease a Mercedes and that when I can easily afford it because I've got streams of income and that? You know, if I was going to lease a Mercedes, it wouldn't even come out of my pocket directly. My property will pay for it. So I'm not even working for this Mercedes. I put in the work long time ago. So I'm not even pulling out no money. A man told me, don't lease a Mercedes, it's a waste of money. But then a man's talking about getting a Range Rover. Man like that, they want to suppress those around them. They want to be better than those around them. Subconsciously. A man, certain people, they're innocent with it. They're not even trying to be bad-minded. Huh? They don't even know they're doing it. The need to suppress, the need to impress, and the need to suppress those around them, innit? Been a long 2 minutes, isn't it? Yeah. No, they just text me. You're still in the live. Yeah. You know how it goes, man. Coming off in 2 minutes still. All right, respect. Later, fam. Right, let me see what you said earlier before you go. What's going on? All right, hold on. Yeah, that'll be a good one there still. It said, goodbye, folks. Stay true, hard times ahead. Should do a video on recession, managing stress, desiring to, well, probably to be a millionaire, delusional or doable. Black men refusing to do the work. Yeah. All right, later. Respect also, David. Always in the chat. Always usually the first one in. Respect. Loyal subscriber. Come on. I mean, with the recession thing, yeah? Recession is going to hit everyone and affect everyone and that. But you know what? If you have put in the work over the years and you've made a lot of money, you've got a lot of passive income and that, the recession is not going to hurt you as much. Now, obviously, if you lose your job and that, but let's say you're in a career where you're not going to lose your job and that, the recession is not going to hurt you. And I've got a perfect example for it. Before the first lockdown, which was in 2020 March, I was working at that infamous Holborn job, the one that man always talk about. Man was working there 4.5 months straight. I know you lot are probably cursing right now. Like, how many times this guy gonna fucking mention his damn job, man? Shit. But seriously, man was working there 4.5 months straight. I was able to save up like 20 grand or something. Like literally, man was on 10 grand a month. Yeah. Well, before tax, after tax, I think it was 8. Man was on some serious money. Now I was able to save up all 25 grand in that. So I put in the work beforehand. I didn't know there was going to be a lockdown. I didn't know there was people going to be losing their jobs and the economy was going to go straight down temporarily. And that I didn't know, but you know, man was prepared unintentionally because that's just where man is. I save. I always been a saver. I was prepared for it. So you know, when everyone's all running around, panicking and rare, and losing their mind. I don't know how I'm gonna feed my family, how I'm gonna pay for gas and electric and that. I was calm. Like, man sat right here in this chair, fam. Right in my book. I didn't work for a year. I got fired from my job in January of 2020, and I didn't go back to work until January 2021. I didn't work for a whole year. I done 1 or 2 little private jobs. Wow. I made £300-400. Wow, that was really paying the bills, isn't it? I didn't work. You know why? Because I was prepared. Not that I actually prepared for it, but yeah. you know, if you're prepared, if you got money saved and that, the recession and that's not gonna hit you up hard. But if you coast along through life, you don't make sacrifice and that, you ain't got multiple streams of income and that, the recession gonna rip you apart. You know, I don't hear Drake complaining about gas prices and electric prices and that. Get me? A man's made something of himself. Man's got multiple streams of income and that. There could be a recession. It's not gonna touch him because he's prepared for it. But if you live every day as it comes, YOLO, you only live once and that, those are the people that gonna feel it the most. That's why man don't feel sorry for these old pensioners who are gonna freeze this winter. Oh, these old pensioners, yeah, they're gonna be a flipping what do they call it? Not what the fuck? What's the fuck that? What's that? What's the name of that? You know, like when water is about to drip, but then it freezes, and I can't remember the fucking name of that. Anyway, they're gonna be a ice cube in the winter. These old people are gonna freeze in the winter, you know, because gas prices have gone up. Mad. Imagine what it's gonna be like, because these old people and that was complaining about gas and electric heating prices all 2, 3, 5 years ago. They've always been complaining about it. So now that the gas prices and that is higher, they're gonna fucking suffer. But you can't feel sorry for them. Do you know why? Because these people have taken it easy throughout their life. Instead of making sacrifice, getting an education, getting a skill and that, and just because you earn a lot of money, if you're stupid with it, like I was saying about black people getting 60 grand, if you're stupid with it, it don't mean anything anyway. Don't matter how much you earn, as long as you need to be smart with it as well. Even if they have a high paying job, if they're not smart with their money, it's a waste anyway. They're gonna freeze. Yeah, these people, instead of getting an education and that, instead of making something of themselves, what did they do for the last 30, 40 years? Work at Asda, work in administration, drive a forklift, drive a lorry, drive a bus. Come on, man. Come on, man. You're not destined to do these jobs. I ain't destined to be an electrician. I'm gonna do it because you get me, it pays well and that, and I'm able to use that money to make other investments and help build up a portfolio on that. You know, me, I'm a big fan of Dave Chappelle, you know. I even went to one of his live shows. I'm trying to think. I might have to go and watch it after this because I don't think I've seen that, you know. The best Dave Chappelle episode was the Black KKK one. Oh my god! You know what? I'm gonna throw it up now. You know, dog. Let me get it. Let me see if it's on YouTube. It should be Black KKK. Right, let me see. Oh, a dream career. I'd love to be a lawyer. You know, I'd love to be a lawyer, or you ain't gonna believe this. Actually, no, not a police officer because that's too low ranking. Like I want to be dealing with drunk people or fight out on the street, like bullshit, like or robbery. I want to be a detective because trust me, Nadia's gone now, yeah. But Nadia knows me on a personal level, obviously, innit, yeah. I'm like a fucking detective. Hold on a minute, Dosa David, what are you still doing in this live show? You said you was out, fam. You said you was out 5 minutes ago. You're doing a JY, yeah, where you're like, yeah, 2 minutes, you're still in it. But anyway, yeah, a detective. Me, I'm a man. I sit and I analyze everything for the most part. Yeah, I would love to be a detective, murder investigation and that. Yeah, that would probably be like my dream career. Yeah. Or you know, I'd like to be a maths teacher. Forget about all this being an entrepreneur, like you know what I'm saying, like being a money man. Let's just a normal person with a normal job and that. Forget about being an entrepreneur or living your dream or finding your purpose in life. And if I was gonna have a normal job, be a normal person and that, then yeah, I would maybe be a maths teacher. I love maths, and I would enjoy being able to teach kids how to problem solve and get me better at maths and that. So yeah. Let me see what question is here. Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. Man, like inflated ego. I ain't seen you for a while, fam. You say it, fam. You good, yeah? I mean, I don't know, innit? I mean, I don't know if he's a bad man, innit? Yeah, like just because you can fight, you get me? Because I think he's like a cage fighter or something. Innit? I don't think, but each to their own. I don't know, innit? I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of man that jump on YouTube and that, and now that you know this alpha male thing is trending and that, but that's on YouTube. Everyone's a fucking alpha male in their own house in front of a camera when there's no one around. You better fucking be an alpha male. You're the only one in the fucking room, blood. Yeah, but what you like out on the street, blood? Yeah, are you really about that life? Now maybe he is. Maybe he is. He's definitely got a big personality though, because I remember I saw some old what you call it, like a Big Brother clip, and he was sticking it on the people and that. So yeah, yeah. He might be a rude boy, innit? That don't being a rude boy don't mean you have to stab up man and shoot man and serve 10 years in jail and that. But yeah, he might be a little bad boy, innit? I don't know, innit? I don't know. But yeah, I'd love to, going back to what Dawson Davis said, I'd love to yeah, be a murder detective and that. And man love to watch them program there. World's Most Evil Killers and that, or just like the murder investigation programs and that. Was it Britain's Most Evil Killer and that? And they just basically tell the story of certain killers and that. Ian Brady and these kind of people and that. Yeah, I love listening to them things. Yes, that's about it. I'm coming off in 2 minutes in here, so put down your last comments and that. Yeah. What time is it? 10:30. Jump in the shower and then that's it. That's me. Gone. Nah, see, was it NCIS or whatever? And I'm sure that's more like that's a TV series and that, like, you get me. The world's most evil killers or Britain's most evil killer. This is a real thing. Like, it's a like they do documentaries on each person. This ain't like this ain't fiction. Yeah, this is non-fiction, and this is real shit. Like, can male and females be friends? I mean, they can do, but at the end of the day, I mean, a woman can be friends with a man, but a man can't be friends with a woman that he finds attractive. And that. You see the man them that's friends with the gal them, yeah, that they secretly like. You're a snake in the grass, blood. You're not making your intentions clear. Yeah, you're trying to sneak in the back door. I know man who have been friends with gal for 10 years, and these girls think that these guys genuinely want to be their friend. No, them man, they are too pussy to make a move. And if they have made a move, they just think to say, okay, she rejected me now, but you know what? If I hang in there long enough, I can get this girl. Literally, I even see it on a Fresh and Fit podcast. They got gal on there claiming that, oh, this guy's my friend and that. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. Message him and tell him that you're horny and you're at a hotel and see what he does. One of the guys, I swear on my mom's life, this girl thought that this guy was just her friend or whatever. She messaged him, and over a 10-minute period, they're talking and that. And she said, you know, I'm at this hotel and that. Let's get on in it. Come in it. Yeah, we'll smash. The guy came to the Fresh and Fit podcast studio thinking he was going to beat blood. And this girl thought that, oh, this guy is just her friend. No. No. Yeah, liar. That's what you are. Exactly. Yeah. Only if you have no attraction to her. Because if you're someone's friend, then that automatically means that you don't want to be intimate with them, innit? Because, you know what I'm saying? So it's like someone being your cousin. Yeah, it's like you having a female cousin. They're like your friend, and you should not want to be intimate with them because they're your female cousin. So you get me? So for you to be friends with a female but secretly want to smash her and that, that's not right. Like, put it this way, yeah? If that girl wasn't attractive, if you think to yourself, if she wasn't attractive, if she was, I'm not gonna say fat and overweight, because you might not even want to be friends with someone like that. But if this person was not attractive, I wouldn't be friends with her. Then you ain't really truly friends with them. I'm not friends with my brethren because they look good or they don't. I don't give a fuck what they look like, man. Shit. You know what I'm saying? They're my brethren because they're my brethren, but I don't give a damn what the hell they look like, man. As long as they look presentable, and I don't want to be around someone that looks like a homeless person. Don't get it twisted. But yeah, man. The man them that are friends with the gallum and that are good looking and that, they're just trying to sneak in the back door, man. They're trying to sneak in the back door. I know girls that have said to me, oh yeah, he actually did try it on me. We actually first became friends because he tried to make a move on me, but I wasn't interested. But we've been friends for 10 years and that guy wants to fuck. Man, don't lose attraction for gal. If you're nice, if a girl is nice and she maintains, because you know there's certain girls, they're always gonna be hot. There's certain girls lose it in that, but there's certain gal, they're always hot. I mean, they might go through a little period of time where they're looking a bit rough and that. But most gal, if they're nice, they're always gonna be pretty much nice. They might go from a 7 to a 6 and that, fluctuate and that, but for the most part, they're gonna be nice. And it don't take much for a man to want to smash a gal as well. You get me? So these guys, they're just waiting. They're waiting. They're a snake in the grass, man. They're waiting for you to be vulnerable and they're going to pounce on you. Me, I ain't got no female friends. I ain't out here trying to give girls free attention. Man, listen. But yeah, if a girl has zero attraction for a man, then yeah, she can be friends. She can be friends with him and that. But yeah, and also same with the guy, obviously. If a guy has zero attraction for the girl, obviously she's got a vagina. So I mean, as long as she's not look like Jabba the Hutt and she stinks of shit and that, yeah, I mean most man would smash any girl that, you know, as long as they're not butt ugly and that. But for the most part, like he could literally easily turn her down. I think, yeah, a guy could be friends with a girl that, yeah, I mean, if she made me do it, I would. But I mean, I've had a female friend that I'm not sure trying to get nothing from her. But if she made me, well, I got forced into it. What can I do? You know what I'm saying? But guys can't be friends with girls they're attracted to. Because they're literally just waiting. Like a vampire. Ready to pounce. Like a cheetah or like a lion in the plains of Africa. They're just trying to creep up on the girl. Oh yeah, you can. Me personally, might not recommend man having female friends, but you could definitely benefit from it. Just you being friends with girls brings you around other gal and that. And the best way to get with gal is not drawing gal on the road. It's not dating apps. It's through friends of friends. Whether it's like you meet, whether it's you got male friends, your brethren and that. Whether it's you meeting girls because you got brethren that have female friends, or you got brethren that have girlfriends that have single friends and that. That's the best way to meet girls. Let me tell you something, yeah, about meeting gal and that. The reason why going up to gal in the street really don't work that much is because it's not organic. You're not letting things just happen. You're not letting people come to you. You're kind of forcing it. You understand what I'm trying to say in it? Yeah, that is not the organic way to meet women, and that, nor is dating apps and that. The organic way to meet women is through social interactions and that, like being at work. You know, you didn't sign up to that workplace to meet girl. You just, you get me, you're there and then you meet a girl through work. A lot of people that hook up with, a lot of people, you ask couples how they got together and that through work or through a friend of a friend. Most people will not tell you he came up to me in the street or we met on a dating app. Nowadays, maybe, yeah, the dating app, maybe. But back in the day, even when dating apps were about and that, nah, that wouldn't run. Dating apps was basically almost prostitution and that. The organic way to meet women is through friends of friends or work. You get me? Where you're just organically meeting people and that. When you go out to a girl in the street, that's not organic. You're forcing it. You know what I'm saying? Because you would not meet that person in another setting and that. You would not have a real reason to interact with that person other than I want to get to know you, to get in between your legs and that. That's why going out to gal in the street, for the most part, it's not gonna work, man. It don't work. It don't work. I'm not saying for man not to draw gal. Man for step out their comfort zone. If you see a gal you like, you should go and draw her. Man. Don't be afraid of no woman. But for the most part, it don't work, man. It don't work. Even when you get the number. Even when you get the number, it don't work because you're going into it in the wrong frame. You're putting the girl up on a pedestal, basically. If you got, it is a tough one because someone could say you're putting a girl on a pedestal because you're going up to her, but then someone can say also that the fact that you're approaching her means that she ain't that hot or whatever in it, because everyone's probably had one girl that they didn't want to approach because they were so good looking that they were quivering in their boots and that. So if you're going out to someone, that means you feel like you're on the same level as them. Because if a man come up to me to try to test me for beef and that means that you think you're on my level. If a man don't step to me, that means he thinks that he can't test me. So if a man come up to me and try to step to me, that means you basically try and confront me. That means you think you're on my level. So yeah. I think a guy who's attracted to a girl can be a friend with her. Nah. As long as he can control and separate sexuality from the relationship. Yeah, but it's not a good thing that a man who has a female friend. It's not good if a guy has a female friend but secretly he wants to have sex with her. Obviously, a guy can have a female friend, but acknowledge, yeah, she's good looking and that, but still be friends with her. But you know what? Yeah, we can speculate about this all we want. Yeah, we need to. It's a situation where you have to put that man to the test. Yeah, the man's been on a 6-month drought, and this female friend offers him sex. If he truly is her friend, he will say no, drought or no drought. Yeah. If he's truly her friend and is strictly platonic, non-sexual, if his female friend that he can acknowledge, oh, she's good looking and that, but apparently it's platonic as per his friendship with her. If he's on a 6-month drought, if he can turn it down, then I can say, yeah, that guy genuinely is her friend, because he needs to be in a position where he's actually slightly desperate as well. Yeah. All right, let's see. Hold on. Meaning he separated a sexual personality. They get on or not? What do you think? As long as he's not snitch. Yeah, I kind of answered that anyway. But yeah, I mean, the only way you could actually really say this guy's actually certified this girl's friend is if a guy can acknowledge that this girl is good looking and that, but you know what, I'm gonna keep it platonic. And if he's in a 6-month drought and she offers him, not offers him in a joking way, no, seriously, she makes a move on him, she even tries to kiss him, yeah, If he can turn it down, then I can say, yeah, definitely. That is your female friend. Because if your cousin tried to offer you, you would fucking say no. You're like, what the fuck you doing, bitch? You know what I'm saying? That's your fucking cousin and that. So, yeah, that's, you know. And you know what? You could even go as far as saying your friend. Let's say, for example, 2 guys are brethren, yeah? 2 men, they're friends. There's certain men that will bang their brethren's girlfriend, you know? So the test is, if the brethren's girlfriend was to put it on the guy without the other guy knowing and that, would he go through with it? There's certain men that would. There's certain men, they got friends who are guys that have girlfriends that are good looking and that. And if that girl offered them, they would run through it like a marathon. They would run through it like a 100-meter sprint. Yeah, that's not your brethren, bro. That's not your brethren. Anyway, I am out in 2 minutes. I'm not playing around now. Anyway. Leave your last comments. I'm out in 2 minutes. I'm not joking. It's 10:30, 10:40. I'm out. No joke, fam. No joke, no joke. Anyway, respect for all the comments and that. AB, man said, I was out last night for the first time in a while and I saw this white woman grinding up on several of the brothers in the dance hall whilst her white wife was watching. Wow. No respect. But you know what? Some of the white men like that thing there, you know. There's this thing. Cuck old, I think. I don't even want to type that in. Actually, I forget my live stream taken down. Although I'm coming off in 2 minutes. There's this thing called cuck old, yeah? This is way back in the day when man used to watch zones, yeah? Where, I mean, I don't know, black men used to, I mean, there might be some black men that do it, but these men, they would watch their wife get beat down by a next man, yeah? So a man might do it in some weird way, and it like, I don't know, he would tell his wife to bring home a guy and he'll hide in a wardrobe and smash himself away whilst his wife's getting smashed out on a bed and them things. It's called cuck old or something like that. That guy there, he probably get turned on from them thing there, fam. But yeah, I'm out now, anyway. I'm not even playing about. Stay wise. Don't know. Gone. Don't know.